We are back for another Christian review of regular books, and today we are discussing First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. For those of you who have never seen one of these videos before, here's how it's going to go down. First, I do my regular review, what you know and love to expect from a book review, star rating, my personal opinion, and a little bit about the book, all without spoiling it. But then we get into my Christian review, and that's where I go over the basic pieces of a book that may or may not have a fellow believer or, frankly, anyone wanting to read it. I give more caveats and any more information you may need about these reviews at the video that's pinned at the top of the playlist, or you should be able to click here somewhere. However, if you're still here, let's go ahead and get into my regular review. First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston is about a woman who is made up. She has multiple aliases and she has boyfriends that are her targets in each of these places. The story then follows this main character and her experience as she goes, and it is so interesting. I really loved it. I loved the idea of like a woman who's in this position. I loved the idea of like the suspense and figuring out these pieces. And I will say that it took me on a complete ride. Like I was so surprised by how all of it ended up, and I was kind of confused to the point that I actually had to Google it. Now, I did listen to this solely on audio, so I wasn't sure if it was because I was listening to it that I didn't pick it up. But I was right. It just took me a second to figure out. The other thing I will say is because you're following this woman through her multiple aliases, you struggle a little bit with sometimes understanding timelines and characters, like where we are at in the space. And again, that could be the audiobook experience, or it could be just the reading experience. I do know that there were some readers who felt, even when they physically read it, that it's a little bit confusing in different parts. So it just kind of depends on how you pick up thrillers, if it would be a little confusing for you. Ultimately though, the confusion didn't take away too much for me. I rated it 4.5 stars and I had the best time. If you want to see everything that I'm reading and rating in real time, you can do so by following me on Goodreads. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, and I do have my own YouTube channel, so if you want more of my day-to-day reading and life journey, click the links down below in the description box. Now let's go ahead and get into my Christian review. The first category I always love to touch on is smut or spice because it's popular, and no, there is nothing in this book that you have to worry about or skip past. The second category is explicit language, and there are a couple words, but honestly, it's pretty minimal and again, very easy to read through. This book is great for anyone aged 13 and up. I think they'd have a great time with it. It's fun, the character is interesting, and you do want to know what happens. Before you go, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on all of these Christian reviews of regular books, plus me and my mom's podcast, The Journey We Share. On top of all of that, it helps us know that the content we're providing is content you want to keep seeing. And since we're a nonprofit, it's basically like a free way for you to donate to us without ever opening your wallet. So before you go, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and maybe even comment. And we cannot wait until we see you on the next one.